everyone. Welcome back. Thank you for sharing your energy with me today. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Jane. I'm a psychic and an energy intuitive. And on this channel, I connect with energies to bring messages that will provide us with assistance, with insight, guidance, education, and truth and confirmations. It's to help guide your soul on your path. And all of our sessions are timeless. So whenever you find this, it's the right time for you. And don't try to force anything or try to make anything fit. You will know it'll resonate with you if it's your message. And if it isn't, just leave it and keep on scrolling. And let's have the magic begin. Now, I get pre-downloads, and this download today is about for somebody that they want you to take notice because something that you cannot see or something that's behind your back or in the shadows or something to that effect is going on. And you're looking to the left and you're looking to the right. You know that something is up. Like you're aware, but you don't know what you're supposed to be aware of. Like, you know, something's going on. You're somebody that is really good with you seeing things in a different way, and that's what makes you really good at like solving issues or puzzles or something. Now, and being able to see things in a different light too, it's going to help aid you in whatever spirit wants you to know at this time. Now, they're telling me you're very intellectual and that you can hide yourself from people or camouflage yourself, or like you're somebody that's really quiet and silent, and so you're easily overlooked. So maybe that you could be in the room but people don't even notice that you're in the room. Now, you have some kind of self-protection. Now, I don't know if that has to do with physical or emotional at this time. Like, I'm not really sure. The cards will give me more information now, or it could be both even. Also, you're the type of person that you just try to go with the flow, and maybe that's why you're overlooked, because when you go with the flow, you don't tend to, like, you're not creating ripples. Basically, you're not creating things that draw attention to you. So, but I think that you could be like somebody that's really passive, but you're very aware of your environment. And that is why you feel like there's something going on, like your spidey sense, let's call it, but that's your intuition. It's telling you something is off. And they're trying to give you some kind of like to take notice of that. Now, I don't know what it is. So they were telling me that from what I could understand and what I can feel and intuitively download, was that you're somebody that's very strong. However, at this time, you might need or are being advised to solve some sort of puzzle, and you need to get a good look at this. And I don't know what this is, so the cards hopefully will give us some more information. It's something to do with some kind of unresolved issue. Now, that could be for different people. That could be different things for different people. I don't know what that means to you. So again, just take what resonates. But they're saying just to use all your senses and your instincts because they will be correct. So with that, I'm going to begin. Now, they're asking me to bring out a card here and set it aside, and we'll read it at the end. If you're new, this is how we do it. And then I'll just start pulling out some other cards, and we're going to find out what could be going on behind you. Something in the shadows, something working in the shadows behind your back. Okay. I mean, I think you're aware of something. You just don't know what that something is. But some kind of puzzle, this one, Spirit. No, they're saying no. Okay. All right, Spirit, I'm ready if you are. I'm going to pull out a card here so we can just get this show on the road. They're asking me to cut, so I'm going to do that on camera. Okay, let me move some things here. Okay, let's see. This one. No, this one. This one. Number 28. What else, Spirit? Okay, so they're asking me to bring out this deck first. Look, Harmony's on the bottom. Okay. Let's see here. Ooh, there we go. Heartache and loss, number 3. That could be what is going on in the shadows. I just spilled another card here. Spiritual strength. Look at that. That's that intuition. That's that. See, this is this. See, and this, this person would be like someone that's really quiet too, right? Okay, Spirit. Is there another one? No. Look at that on the bottom. They told me to look on the bottom. What awareness. Because like I just said, look at this, financial and material changes. Okay. You don't want that, do you, Spirit? Okay, so what they're saying here, maybe this is what whatever's going on, you know what I mean? Like in the shadows, because she's even in the dark here a little bit. He is too, a little bit too, but this is your superpower, is what I just heard. The spiritual strength that you have is your superpower. Okay, Spirit. See, that's why they're saying here with this card here, the spiritual strength card. That's because you're really strong. And I said that you're like really strong. But there's something going on, and you're being asked to use that intuitive ability. But there's something here about this heartache and loss that I don't really, I mean, this is going to mean different things for anybody, for different people. We're all going to resonate differently with this. But you have this self-awareness. You know what's going on in your environment. Okay, Spirit, right out the gate. Look at that. Oh my goodness, willpower. And I'm going to tell you too, when I brought this deck out to shuffle it, I almost said shovel it. That's weird. The willpower was on the bottom. I shuffled it and I set it aside, and it's back on the bottom. So it has this world and it has the moon. So I think you're somebody that's well aware of what's going on in the world. And that willpower is also that strength too, right? Oh my goodness, I just cut it on strength. That's strength twice, Spirit. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay. And there's transformation, willpower. Oh, Spirit. I was just literally talking about it's your superpower. That's ×2 here. Okay, do you want another one of these? Empowerment. This is to give you some kind of empowerment. See it because of this awareness. This strength. My goodness, what is happening here? Okay, so they're asking me to bring out an animal oracle card here. So we're going to bring this out. Now, I think with this particular, I had visions of, which one's this one again? Okay, yeah, the octopus and the jellyfish, the crow and the eagle. So there's the octopus, jellyfish, crow, and eagle. Okay, Spirit. There we go. The jellyfish, no joke, look at that. Number 15. I let go of control and ease my way forward. I go with the flow of life and trust the unfolding. Isn't that what I talked about? That you're somebody that goes with the flow? that you're somebody that's passive and you go with the flow. But you know what? When you have the spiritual type, you would be somebody that would do that. You know, and the strength too. This is like this connection, I think, to Gaia. Okay, Spirit. Okay, so what else? Okay. This one? You did that one. Okay, they're asking me to use this clarifying life situation. This is probably what's going on here, this heart thing. Okay, you need Spirit. You know, when I started with this deck, actually, on the bottom, I can't remember what it said now. It doesn't matter. All right, Spirit. What is it that you need us to know? Yeah, I just realized she's holding little lion cubs. So that is like heavy sun energy too. Hear what's unsaid. Look, under heartache and loss. Tune into the silence for truths that, oh my goodness, hold on, I can't see these words. Oh, shoot, oh, there it is. Okay, I had to dig out my eyes here. Tune into the silence for truths that words cannot express. Listen deeply. And that's what they were saying about trusting your senses and your intuition. And then that something is being hidden, like something is working in the shadows. Okay, so what else, Spirit? Labyrinth of choices. No. Okay. Oh, there we go. Flipped over here. Spiritual retreat. No joke. See, I even said that you're somebody that because you look at things differently and you listen to your intuition. So it says spiritual retreat. It says seek solitude to reconnect with your inner wisdom and emerge rejuvenated. So I think that when that's why they're talking about listening to your, okay, so just like that, listening to your your instincts. See, you know what they're saying, how like, you know, like it says hear what's unsaid. It's like reading between the lines is what this kind of means. It kind of means like the truth. You're going to find the truth within yourself. Like they're saying how that you have some kind of protection for yourself. I think it's because of this, like, but you understand things, you see things differently. But there's something I want you to take notice of. Okay, so what's the awareness, Spirit? They're telling me not this deck. Take precautions. That's what was at the bottom of the deck when I started. It flipped out. It was saying like take precautions. The awareness. They want you to be aware of this. Remain vigilant and receptive. Learning from each revelation as you navigate life's journey. So that's why they're telling you they need you to look something in behind, like something that's been unresolved in your life, and it's going to give you some kind of insight or truth or something. Just go with it. That's like going with the flow again. Okay, Spirit, you were saying you want another deck. What is that? They're asking me to pull out one of these cards here. And this is, these cards here are the, oops, there's one stuck in the box, I think. Nope. These are the ones, the Crystal Oracle deck. So there's some kind of meaning in this book that they want you to know. And it's something in this deck here. I don't like, the deck is really like glittery, so I don't like putting it under the camera too much because it, the glare off of it. Okay, so what is it that, because there's strength here. Take precautions. What is this? Take precautions. Oh, I thought that was going to come out for a sec. Spirit, what is this that you want us to know? Here we go. Jasper, check yourself before you wreck yourself. You know, and this has a lot to do with this emotion too, like the sacral and the solar here. And that has to do, like, this heartache, that's where you hold all those emotions. So maybe because you're not releasing something. Self-care for yourself. Okay, so let's just see what they want you to know here, Jasper. Look at that, I opened it right to Jasper. You could probably use a little spiritual refueling right now, couldn't you? Just in time, Jasper's grounding energy is here to envelope you in a calming cocoon of comfort and offer you a cosmic rest stop. Being super on the go can be a thrill, but when there are parts of you that need to heal, it's good to slow down and give yourself some extra tenderness and conscious self-care. And that's why that card's up on the bottom, the calcite. Self-care yourself. Okay. Okay, self-care. Okay, cause, remember, if you keep putting this pedal to the metal on an empty tank, you will eventually run out of gas, which is a solution, or sorry, which is a situation no one wants to find themselves in. Now's the time to start taking care of your needs and prioritize your well-being. Focus on nurturing yourself with things that feel healthy, practical, and pleasurable. And that'll keep your strength going. That's why, like, they brought up the card with the 2 cups. Because you have to, like, that's that nurturing, you know what I mean? Taking that time to nurture. Okay, so what is it that you want here, Spirit? Okay, I guess that's it. So then they want me to read this card for here. And this is number 28. You know, it's a lot of the same colors in that card too. Okay, so number 28. Let's see here. Number 28. Oops. This card's called After the Storm. You are not forgotten. Oh, my spirit. Because they actually were saying that you're somebody that's easily overlooked. And maybe you feel like you've been forgotten. You are not forgotten. You have not been overlooked, oh my God, or denied, Spirit. Nor have you been assessed and found to be wanting or rejecting or rejected. Oh, sorry, my dog is disrupting here. Hold on. Star? Sorry about that. I even fed them early so they wouldn't interrupt. Okay, sorry. Okay, so after the storm. Where am I here? Okay. Nor have you been assessed and found to be wanting or rejected as unworthy. There is a storm that needs to be unleashed within your heart. It is not to cause drama for you or another. It is to free your heart from the stories of the past. Sometimes old traumas need a physical release to lay them to rest. So allow your soul a sacred rain dance. Release any gathered energy and inner holding on your expressing whatever emotion, prayer, wordless sounds, or authentic movements you feel. So that's why they were when they were saying how, like, you're silent and that you could be like somebody that's really quiet, and it says release any gathered energy and inner holding on by expressing whatever emotion, prayer, or wordless sounds or authentic movements you feel. You shall then be in alignment with the powerful healing wisdom of your life path and in harmony with the sweet plan that the universe holds for you. The storm shall erupt, and it should, and so it should, for afterwards there is the needed relief of cleansing and renewed readiness to receive. Wow, Spirit. So there you go. So that's your message today. That's really amazing. Okay, Spirit, thank you for all of the beautiful messages today. I hope this is really helpful to whoever needs this message or receives this message. So I'm going to bid you a good day and sending love and light.